What's up, everyone? Happy Sunday. Main slate's 4 hours away. It looks like it's gonna be a challenging slate. The Yankees game might get rained out. At least it's the first game at 1 o'clock. I'm not sure why they didn't include the later afternoon games in the slate. It kind of sucks that they didn't, but nonetheless. Okay, so pitching you gotta get right to do well. Pitching was pretty bad last night. I won't bore you with my Michael Walker talk, but he does fare pretty well against the Brewers. But I wouldn't pitch anyone against the Brewers at Miller Park at this point. So he got burned the last 2 games. But Pineda, one would argue he might not throw a lot of innings, but a lot of these starters are only going like 5, 6 innings at maximum. It's in the first week. This Cleveland Indians lineup, I don't know why their GM went into the season. No wonder they tried to trade Carlos Carrasco and Kluber and whatnot in the offseason. Their lineup is, man, it might be worse than the Giants lineup. But yeah, Pineda for his career, a 24.8% strikeout rate. His strikeout rate might be like over 30% today, which is this awful Indians lineup. And then Sonny Gray is interesting. He had a good spring. I know the wind is supposedly blowing out 12 miles an hour, which is key. But Sonny Gray, especially last year, is a ground ball pitcher. Just over 50% he throws either a sinker or a four-seam fastball. And his four-seam fastball, it produces a lot of ground outs. There's only one hitter historically that does well against him. And we'll get to that later. So I'm not afraid of the wind. This price point, he's our best bets for the day. For picking up the hitters that we want. And I love Walker today, but Grandal, being he's a left-handed hitter, I think he's going to take Walker deep today. Yeah, I think he's like 4 out of 11 with a home run or two against Walker, but that's not important. Important is they're playing in Miller Park, and Walker, from time to time, has been known to, throw a pitch right down the middle, and so we to Grandal for a solo shot. I had 2 first basemen. Joey Votto, he's has ridiculous numbers against Trevor Williams. I like Trevor Williams, but not today. Votto is 8 out of 17 for a 4.71 average. He's got like 3 doubles, I think. And the other bat I like is Ryan Zimmerman. I don't really want a total national stack against Wheeler because Wheeler's pretty good, but the Nationals kind of own Wheeler so far. I think most of it comes from when Wheeler, in his first year or two, wasn't very good, but last year he had good numbers. So then we're gonna go to Votto for the day, and he's due for a home run against Williams. So there you go. Speaking about the Nationals, didn't mean to show you the rest of my lineup. Rendon has put up some gaudy numbers. He's 9 out of 26 for a 3.46 average. Hasn't hit a home run yet against Wheeler. I think he's due. Trea Turner, 5 out of 13 for 3.85 average. The most important thing about Trea Turner, especially today, is that if he gets on base, he's stealing bases. I expect 1 or 2 stolen bases today. Stolen bases are 5 points on DraftKings. So, if he steals a couple bases, gets a couple hits, scores a couple runs, that's like 20 points right there. My sleeper pick of the day, Michael Conforto. He's left-handed facing Corbin, who throws left-handed. No one's going to play this guy. He's got 4 hits and 8 at bats against Corbin. 3 are for home runs. So I don't know if he's gonna hit a home run today, but as a one-off, even though he's only got 8 at bats against Corbin, 3 home runs, I'd take that chance for 4,000. He allows us to fit other higher priced players in here. And then my last pick, Corey Dickerson. I know I have Sonny Gray pitching, but Corey Dickerson, let's see, got it right here. 5 out of 17, just below 300. He's got 2 home runs off Gray. And we're looking for home runs. I know that home runs are hard to predict, but I mean, if Sonny Gray gives up 2 runs and gives up a 2-run shot to Dickerson, that'll be a win-win since we have both of them. So don't be afraid to put in a hitter against your pitcher, especially when pitching looks really thin today. Heck, hitting looks really thin today because they're not included in the late afternoon games. So anyways, those are my picks for today. I'm relying more on batting versus pitching stats today. Stacks, I like the Yankees stack, but the game could get rained out. I like the fact that his batter versus pitcher stats. It seems like every Yankee does bad against Bundy, but if they play the game, watch Bundy give up 8 runs today to this lineup. It's too good to not be able to hit Bundy. So let's see other stacks. I definitely like that Cincy stack. You can put on a national stack. I like a lot. And run it back with Conforto. But the Royals stack, like Giolito, it's not that great of a pitcher. I know he was the number 1 prospect a couple years ago. He hasn't really shown how great he was in the minor leagues. It hasn't transferred over to the major leagues. So the Royals might be a very, very sneaky stack today if you are doing multiple lineups. But if you're doing one lineup like me, kind of like to spread it out a little bit. Maybe you play 2 from one team, like I'm doing for the Nationals. I really don't want to put Zimmerman in there because if Wheeler does a shutout or only gives up a couple runs, that doesn't look good for me. So this could be double ups, GPP. But if you're doing multiple lineups, throw out some stacks in there, mini stacks, big stacks, where you can fit in. So anyways, that's going to do it for the video today. Thanks so much for watching, for subscribing, for liking, and please comment. Let's continue this conversation. We've got 3.5 hours to go. Can't wait for today. Hopefully the Yankees game will play and whatnot. And let's win some money today.